I want to get into the topic of the night. Is a chicken sandwich a burger?
This is a question that I feel like needs answers, right? A Popeyes commercial pull up. I'm like, yo, bro, why the fuck is that shit not called a burger? Think about it. Now, hear me out. You got a burger, right? You got a... Yeah, I was OD smacked. You got a beef patty, the lettuce, tomatoes, the works.
Right.
On burger buns. Mm-hmm. If you put the exact same thing and put a piece of chicken instead of a beef patty, why is that not called a chicken burger?
Like what's up with all that back and forth, no other side. Oh, they sick, them niggas bitches let they brother die. Oh, they was every day, he spend like washing clothes. They come around, no telling what nobody knows. And she got feelings, wanna ball them up, throw them away. It can go no other way, but made you happy every day. And you know truly, I don't never wanna see you cry, but he just wanna see you cry, and you don't wanna see me die. Got a nigga looking like you. If I let you take my life, but I kill you. Dangerous when I come out, she like I feel you. Talk before, but now it's always like I hear you. But you don't hear me like nigga, we got guns too. You don't fear me, that sticking shit like Kung Fu. Chung eerie, I kinda think I want you. Sight blurry, let it rain on the waves. Said she really wanna move to Seattle. I kept it real with them, they ain't keep it with me. Now I'm talking with the fathers, they gon' pay me for a fee. I feel the tallest, they the smallest when they standing next to me. And they gon' take me how I come. Air Force One is just for fun, but that ain't gas. She might think it's something, but to me, that's his ass. You live around the house, but you still want me come fast. Make me feel I want another gun, then I want another one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is Shorty and Murder Beats. The song name is Seattle. Again, that is Shorty and Murder Beats collab. The song name is Seattle.
It's a hot tape too, man.
Song name shit called Seattle. Ain't he from Baltimore?
Yeah. I don't know. Seattle a good spot, I heard. I don't know. I've heard good things about Seattle.
I heard it's just rainy.
Yeah, that too. But I heard it's like overall a good place to
That's
be.
That's where Kurt Cobain was from.
Oh, word? True. Oh, yeah, he was. I did see that.
All I know is ball players.
That's a lot of NBA players from Seattle.
Yeah, that's all I know, really.
Yeah, but with that being said, this is another episode of Lunchroom Podcast.
Woo!
I'm a little upset right now. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ray's in a bad mood, I guess.
Woo!
It's because of him, but he knows why.
Yeah, he definitely knows why.
These niggas is weird.
We win now. Now he's on you. We win now.
Yo, weirdo and weird is really a trigger word. We gonna talk about that one day. Like, is that like?
Nah, cause you can't call him nigga.
Is that like the new pussy? Like if niggas get called pussy?
That's crazy.
Is that the new pussy? Like you call me a weirdo is lit. Like,
Nah, weird got a different stain nowadays. I feel like they got a different stain now.
It's like goofy.
Yeah, it's that like goofy.
It's like our goofy.
But with that being said, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. The subscriptions are getting up there. I mean, slow, but they move every week. There's a couple weeks it didn't move. So, like, I'm just happy for it to move.
That's a fact.
Fuck with us on all the socials, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. Got some content coming. But with that being said, we're going to jump right into things. We have a stacked show. There's no real continuity here
at all, but that's really what we do.
So what is a segue today? I don't know. We're just gonna be jumping around from topic to topic. But with that being said, we're gonna hit the lunch line chatter, and we're gonna play this drop, and hopefully the drop actually works. Turn the volume.
These allergies got me feeling like
I got news for you.
All right,
pissing me off, bro.
You gotta take a Claritin.
I
took one Claritin. I took one Claritin 2 days ago, bro. I'm good
for the last 2 days.
That shit says 24 hours. That shit been good for the last 37. But with that being said, first on top of the lunchtime chat, we gotta start on a sad note. Unfortunately, Sanaya Dennis. Most of us should have heard of this woman, lady, girl, whatever call it. She was 19 years old. If you're from NYC, this story should be familiar. She was a student at Buffalo State, which is a familiar sight to, my guys here. And they're calling it, as of today, I read, an apparent suicide off of Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
So
she was also 40 Cal's daughter.
Right, yeah, 40 Cal's daughter.
I didn't know that.
For those who know who 40 Cal's is. Some people don't.
He was a diplomat. He was a member of diplomats.
Right. But with that being said, I'd pan to my guys from Buffalo State.
That shit is just sad, bro. It's like when we were there, we had to experience. Well, at least, me and Fredo was there too, but we had to experience death of multiple students.
Yeah, I remember about
in a semester
solid
at that.
Solid 2.
So I can't even imagine the pain that her family is feeling, and also the pain on campus for the people that knew her, bro. Like, it's just a sad situation, man.
Yeah, it's very sad. I know when it first came out, a lot of people were angry of how like the town, like I think the governor, of how like they handled the situation, because apparently they feel like they didn't act fast enough, to find out all this information. I think 40 Cal, there was like a video that went viral of 40 Cal doing like not a speech, but it was like a conference. It was like a press conference.
Mm-hmm.
So he was speaking and saying how like, why does it take so long for cell phone records to be made public and things like that. So as any family, they were hoping for the best, and now the latest news, it actually came out early today, like we said, is apparently she may have like jumped over the bridge or something. I don't know, but the evidence does seem clear, because it says in the article that she had got into a fight with her boyfriend, and after that, I guess he broke up with her, and she was saying she was gonna kill herself. Apparently, she said that to multiple people. There was multiple conversations. One was with her mother, someone was with a friend. Other conversations just with people before she just disappeared. Like the last ping was off near Niagara Falls. That was the last cell phone ping, and I was like, damn, like I never thought it was gonna be like that. I honestly thought she was just missing. Like Buffalo is a crazy place. Like they tell you all the time, like Elmwood. Don't go to Elmwood by yourself. People were like, and he said people were dying on campus, but also people were getting robbed. Like so they said always you gotta be cautious. So it's just very sad. Like I can't even imagine what it is to lose your child. Like for me, like I can't even imagine that pain. That's crazy. Like I'm praying for their family and all even. All the missing girls in general, bro, because that shit happens every day.
That shit feels. I don't know if it's just like it's always been weird for me these days, because I don't know if things are just more public or if it's happening more, and I can't really tell. And it's sad either way, because one is too much. But I feel like I've seen a new person missing every day.
Real shit, especially the last couple of days.
Like I don't know if it's like I said, if it's just more visibility or what, but
it's a sad situation regardless, man.
Nah, for sure. And like I mean, when things come out like this, very I don't know, I guess just out the blue, I guess for lack of a better term, with them saying she committed suicide. I feel like I'd have been more satisfied with that answer if I got that answer like 4 or 5 days ago. But for you to come out after all this time and say like, oh yeah, it's a suicide, like we couldn't figure that out before, like I wasn't reviewing all this before, like family members couldn't have been involved with this before, you know what I'm saying? Like it don't gotta come to the public, but like family members couldn't have known this beforehand, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's information that's not in 2021 that hard to get, figured out. So for me, that's left a little disdain in my mouth, almost of non-belief, like, nah, that's not what happened. Like I almost don't believe it, but I don't wanna dispel it if it is true. So RIP to her, definitely, and prayers to 40 Cal's family, and hopefully we find a way to limit these types of interactions, With that going forward, I want to go to some more discourse in the African American community. Umar Johnson and Kevin Samuels they've crossed paths.
They've crossed paths on the internet.
That's the reason?
Not person to person. But there is
it wasn't a Zoom call.
Right now there's what women usually do is the petty back and forth.
On socials.
Umar Johnson called him a YouTubian. And Kevin Samuels is just kind of mocking him, just I'm Prince of Pan Africa. Like imagine Kevin Samuels and how he talks, trying to mimic that. It was fake funny. But my thing is, I just wanted to bring it up, just not for laughter, but just because the problem with this I have is that I don't want to see discourse between two men that I feel like are doing God's work. That's how I feel.
That's a fact.
I feel like both of them are doing God's work in their own separate ways. Do I agree with 100% of each person's rhetoric? Absolutely not. But with that being said, I agree with a good portion of things, and some of the things they say are important. So I wanted to turn it over to you guys at the table just to give your thoughts on, two prominent black figures, because they are prominent black figures at the moment, having what could turn out to be some type of a little bit of a tiff.
What was it that sparked the?
I think
started it?
I don't think
Was
it
it
has.
Umar?
I don't know who started it. I don't know if it had more to do with the commenters, the fans in between.
I feel like Umar started it.
Bubbling it up. I think Umar might have said the first words, or maybe Kevin Samuels doing his little impersonation got back to Umar. Like I said, I think this has more to do with the fans doing it than like them two, because I don't think they're ever gonna get on a platform and go at each other. I don't think that. I think that's not in their character, and they would go against their brands.
Yeah.
Especially like Kevin Samuels. I mean, not Kevin Samuels, Umar Johnson's brand. But like I said, I think it has more to
They
do
have
with the fans.
different brands in general too, though. Like,
But both of their brands are more so black centric, and more so pushing the black agenda forward. So a discourse between two black men.
it
just
is,
wouldn't-
but it's more so like the way I see it is different lanes though. Like
There's-
Umar is more so for like education and like in that lane, and Kevin Samuels is more like in the dating lane for me.
I mean,
like,
not solely,
really say
not
dating,
solely,
man.
because
you don't think so?
Not only
because like if
I don't really
what
think he talks about anything.
what goes
more than dating.
what goes viral for him is gonna be the dating shit, but he talks about a lot of other shit amongst the dating. But like a lot of his points derive from factual information that comes from historical background.
But then, at least from what I could tell, because again, I'm not gonna lie, I've seen interviews of him, but I haven't watched his show. Like for me, I haven't watched the whole.
I mean,
hour
the
and a half,
lives
2
for the
hours,
most part
yeah.
are like that dating stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like the lives.
But it also always, from what I could see, ties back into some sort of like dating involving women. Like I never really. It's not like he's doing it, and it's not like a seminar, like a business seminar on like men improvement. For me, it is, but in a sense, it's always, from what I could tell from him, it's on how to get a woman. Like for me, like that's I don't know.
Get a man, yeah.
That's what, that's what I
mean,
can tell. That's
I guess
why I
if
say
you want to
it's
go,
two different. It's two
it
different.
is
lanes.
two different lanes, no matter which way you call it. But I just was saying, like, more so, my point was just on how they both come to progress, to be more progressive.
I feel like this might be a similar situation to like women rappers, like how people always want to pin them, like put them against each other.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably what happened with this, with them being two prominent black men on social media, especially. Somebody probably said something, and then one of these dudes was like, said something smart, and you know how they get. So it's petty as hell, bro. They too grown to be doing shit.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think we'll see anything of this. I just think it was cool to bring up now and just to have a quick convo on. Nothing I want to stay.
Yeah, I hope nothing.
I don't
goes.
ever want to see nothing come from this. I mean, as much as like the fans are kind of like egging it on, like if something does come from this, I'm gonna assume it was like more about money and like the branding and stuff like that than it was actual beef. That's what my assumption would be, but that's just me.
It could be a rollout. Like they could be collaborating.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It could be more. It'll be more about the money.
I would like to see that though. Like I would like to see them collab.
Speaking
In
of
a-
rollout, did y'all see Jake Paul and Floyd Mayweather earlier?
Yeah.
Like hour and a half ago?
Yeah.
The wrestling match.
Nah,
Jake
yeah.
Jake Paul yanked Floyd Mayweather's hat off. And Floyd Mayweather, they got tight, and it was just some funny shit outside the arena.
Nigga dead.
Everything's a rollout.
He dead. Took his hat, bro.
Nah, that's
Like on some
that's
childish shit.
that's to build up hype for the fight, obviously. Bro.
Everything's a rollout. Exactly.
Everything's a rollout.
Everything is a
That's
rollout.
fact.
That's to build hype.
Like even things that deadass seem like terrible are deadass rollouts in my opinion, bro.
They
As
say
bad as it seems.
The internet theory is that Floyd Mayweather's in debt. And that's why he ain't got a haircut, because he can't afford it now.
That's crazy.
Now I watched him talk to Gilly and Wallow on, I think that was the last episode they posted. He don't seem like he's missing for money. Like, you could talk that talk, feel me? He might be and just be talking. He's not, but
I'm
he
not gonna
sound like a
lie.
man that got it.
Mayweather is a person I do not care to watch an interview with Mayweather.
Yeah, I didn't click on.
Like I'm not gonna lie, like.
I clicked on it because I don't hear from Mayweather, so I wanted to see what he had to
But
say.
that's the thing. The couple of times I do hear from Mayweather, I'm just like, first the 50 Cent him trying to read always plays in my background. So I'm not trying to knock boy. I don't think he's really the most intelligent person. Like I'm like
He's
for me,
not. But
so,
when it comes to business and
Yeah.
fighting, that's
And I mean, in
That's
America,
what I'm saying.
that's what
I'm not trying to
intelligence
hear
is
that,
in
though.
America.
He just gambles a lot, you feel me?
yeah.
So that's why I'm saying he might be in some shit now. You don't know.
I mean, potentially, who knows? He was talking talk like he's involved in like skyscrapers and shit
Nah,
in New
I
York.
bet.
I believe it.
But you can
Skyscrapers.
still
In New
owe-
York,
you can
yeah, like
still
he
owe
said,
the
like-
wrong
Like
people money.
he's like
A
helping build the
owner.
art.
Well, he's like an owner of different
see-
buildings in New York City.
So you see how you got money and people owe you $30 and act like they got money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now imagine that just on a bigger scale. Who said Floyd Mayweather can't be that?
That could be. Like I said,
It's
it could be
just a funny
true.
theory to me.
I don't believe nothing until I see facts, and I never see facts.
To me, because that shit had me howling. They came for the haircut.
You feel me? But moving forward in the lunchline chatter, we gonna hit this topic that's kind of been on my mind a little bit, because somebody had tweeted a while back, I think it was a couple weeks ago, saying like, good thing like our generation is not the generation that had to go through crack. Because that shit with a body, that's crazy. Now, granted, it already bodied the people from before us. Yeah. But I kind of agree. I'm like, I'm not going to lie, with social media and crack, we probably would have lost the battle bad, bro. I ain't going to hold you. Because niggas would have made that crack shit look cool. Yeah. So I was just going to want to bring this all full circle.
Imagine cracking the Zaza bag?
Bro. Bro, you know Ray had the nicest pack.
No, I don't think I would have smoked. Well, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. If niggas told me I could do this and be okay, I would probably would done it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You feel me? But one thing I wanted to bring it full circle with was, what happened?
Nah, just because I'm be trying to block Eli's face. Like
my fault. But I wanted to bring it full circle because I wanted to understand, why do perks have such a hold on our community right now?
And like perks still got a hold on the community.
Hell yeah, bro.
Absolutely, bro. I feel like it's only growing.
I don't think it is.
Why not?
I feel like niggas is fake back to smoking just weed and like getting like.
All is niggas or is it you?
From what I've noticed, I'm talking about from what I've noticed. For me, because I have partaken in multiple different types of drugs and all that before too, so I pay attention to that on my timeline. And from what I can see, I see a lot more people like just smoking a lot of expensive weed lately. That's about it. Like,
I mean, that's probably what's being promoted because how weed, like designer weed and Zaza and all that shit. But I'm pretty sure niggas are still taking perks, bro. Like,
I know a few niggas still
but I don't think
perks.
it has a hold on the community anymore. It has a hold on the white community still, but I don't think.
I still think it has
popping perks like that anymore.
I do think people are still popping perks,
but
bro.
It's an issue regardless, because the fact that it became popular.
Like, I know people that sell perks and like do a good job. Like, you feel me?
I know people that sell perks too. But
it became popular in music,
still,
bro. That's why so many people have wanted to try it, because niggas say I pop a perk, this, that, and third.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, because the fact that there's still a market means there's too many people doing it. Because if there wasn't anybody doing it, there wouldn't be a market. Like, I know a couple people that sell, a couple people that do it. You know what I'm saying?
We live in Long Island now, so that's what I'm saying. That's
but I mean, the people I know
crazy.
are not necessarily Long Island people. Like, the people I know that sell is in Long Island, but the people I know that do it is in the city. You feel me? Or towns, whatever you call it.
You know the clientele and the source.
Exactly. Nah, I know the clientele and the source.
Either way, I was gonna say, like, I don't know. When I seen this was I just didn't think that perks was like a big thing anymore for the black community, I should say.
Nah, I don't know. But either way, my thing is I just felt like I don't know why we chose perks. Like, why of all the things to choose, we chose perks.
It's opium.
But like, I don't know. I just don't feel, because like, allegedly my experience was very itchy. So like, I don't really.
How many times did you allegedly take it?
Once, and that's all I needed. I was like, oh, this is what could happen.
You was itching all over your body?
Bro, for like 45 minutes.
It was a 5 or a 10.
It was a 10.
It was a 10?
Yeah, it was definitely 10. Okay.
That's kind of strong for your first time.
Definitely
per 10.
Allegedly. And I was just like, bro, if this is it, then I don't want it. I'm cool.
You smoked on it and everything?
Nah, I didn't do.
Took it?
Yeah, I didn't do nothing else.
Oh, that's probably why.
I didn't want to. I was scared, bro.
I'm crying.
I was ready to go buy some rash cream, bro.
Yo, drugs really affect everyone differently. Shit is funny, son.
I ain't gonna hold you. I was getting ready to do some rash cream.
But
rash cream is great.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Perks do feel good when you take them. Like, I feel like perks. Me personally, I think like perks make you feel better than Xans. Like, I feel like if you take Xans still, you kind of on like a dangerous, like you.
Yeah, Xans. I feel like you definitely shouldn't be taking Xans no more.
Definitely give that up.
But I mean, you shouldn't be taking any of this anymore. I don't know what I'm saying. None of this should be ingested anymore at all. Stick to the weed. But since we talk about perks, and that does have to deal with the hip hop community, we're gonna switch on over into the microphone check.
I'm good.
Yes, sir. So with the microphone check. Start here. J. Cole has an album coming up. He announced the off season. The artwork was reminiscent of the warm up. It was right where he's looking this way, basketball hoop in the back. That's the warm up.
He had continuity within.
Yeah,
I honestly didn't get the album cover. Like, I
didn't see that. Well, you remember when he had?
No, I know, but I didn't get that.
Because in this one, in the off season, he's looking this way. but the hoop is burning in the background.
Yeah, instead of being icy.
I honestly thought I thought the cover art was mid. Like that shit was type trash.
I mean, it's not. I don't look for cover art to be fire or whatever these days. I'm looking at the content more so. But regardless, I looked at it because I know what his mixtape covers look like, and I was like, okay, the basketball hoop is back, but it's on fire. Same pose, pretty much. Obviously, he looks different, but
fit still be bad, son. I don't know how you could be.
Bro, that nigga be on some.
Fit still be trash, son. I'm not gonna front. Like,
bro, I mean, I can't knock a nigga that want to be comfortable. Bro.
But you can get a tech suit.
That's what I'm saying. Like that shit look like Kanye wear. Like when he was wearing homeless shit. Like that shit look like the bag over him. Like nigga look like wearing a poncho.
He's comfortable, bro. Let him be comfortable. But either way, this is not about J. Cole's lack of a stylist. This is about what are we expecting from this album? Are we ready? Are we not ready? Do we want it? Do we not want it?
At midnight.
He is dropping the interlude.
Nigga, I am completely ready. I feel like this is gonna be one of those J. Cole back type of albums. Like I really feel it, bro. I know you said you wasn't sure
I'm
what
unsure.
to expect.
I'm unsure.
I honestly think this is gonna be at least an 8 out of 10 album. I'm calling it now.
8 out of 10?
At least, with the potential to be higher.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
How we feeling in the room?
The real is back. The Veil is back.
It could be 8 out of 10, but I don't mean I'm gonna bump it again. Like I just really
with replay value.
I just realized like J. Cole's best projects I feel like are behind him, son. That's tough. Like I don't really care for this album. Like I'm gonna bump it, but like
of course you're gonna bump it.
Like I'm gonna bump it, but like I said, like I don't really know what to expect. Like I'm hoping for some good ROMs. Like J. Cole is gonna do his thing, but like song wise, I don't know, son. Like I said, I don't really care for J. Cole's songs anymore. Like just really like. I don't know.
Do you think your palette has changed to the point where like J. Cole just doesn't really have a space in your palette anymore?
Basically, like I feel like he hasn't adjusted to the times. Like he's still like his music,
his content, or is the musicality?
It's the musicality. It's like I feel like he suffers from the same thing as Nas suffers from sometimes. As far as like his sound for music, just it's very dated and it's like very like
limited to you.
Yeah, like it's J. Cole's sound though. That's the crazy part. It's like he has his own sound,
right?
But I just feel like it hasn't evolved into anything crazy. Like you know what to expect with J. Cole. It's not like you're gonna pull a rabbit out the hat. Like it's like for me, it's like very predictable.
That's why I appreciate
point.
Not to compare and contrast, but that's why I appreciate Kendrick. You don't know what he's putting.
That's what I'm saying.
Could that be a whole?
I've realized a long time ago that Kendrick is the superior rapper. Like for me, J. Cole's a superior rapper.
Bro, I'm telling you, top 5. But my thing with J. Cole is all I need from him for this to be a successful album. Obviously, I need the lyrics to be up to par, but that shouldn't be a question. Nigga, allergies going crazy over
Crazy, there. Kicking my. I've never yo.
And I know it's dusty in here.
Oh.
But
that's what you're allergic to.
Nigga, I'm not allergic to anything as far as I know.
I mean, you would have to if you have allergies.
Well,
it'd be dust or pollen.
I guess fucking
or like weeds or something. I don't know.
I guess.
But regardless
of that, have features on it.
That was what I was getting to. I need him. What I need for him to do is lose that no features shit. Yeah. Lose that producing your own shit. I don't need any more.
Another thing.
Like I'm cool on that. I didn't think about that. I'm cool on that. I was thinking about that on the way.
It was like 3.
Then again, do I want to hear J. Cole on the Metro beat or some shit like that? Like
you might. I want that better than J. Cole on the J. Cole beat. And I want that better than J. Cole with no feature, with the features of him doing his voice modulation. Like, I'm cool on that,
Edward,
bro.
Kill Edward.
Yeah, bro. Like, get that shit the fuck out of here. And then niggas had a backstory talking about he wanted to kill us. Like, get that shit the fuck out of here.
Edward, man. Tell you,
lost me.
Also, if he does have features, it has to be more than Dreamville artists. Like,
for sure, that too.
I'm not trying to hear. I mean, no offense to JID for me. I'm trying to hear all of them.
Yeah, like bars and
I want bars on the album. I'm saying now. I don't want him on the album. I don't want him on the album, bro.
The only person that's valid on the album is Ari Lennox, and that's like for a good hook.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. That's the only person that's valid from Dreamville.
The only one we giving the green light to.
Everybody
especially Boz.
Yo, Ari has been looking fire.
Yo,
boy.
I think she's been in the gym or something.
Bro, she just has. She just does her makeup now.
She showing more thigh.
She just does her makeup now.
Nah, niggas had me weak. They was like, oh, she discovered what wigs are. She been
crazy. Bro, that's what it was, bro. Wigs and doing your face, bro.
Yo,
that simple.
That's just crazy, son.
But yeah,
I disagree with Ray though that his music is kind of dated because even the last project I feel like he was biting off of Section 80.
What,
like I feel like Section like I feel like
drug album
KOD.
I feel like KOD was like.
I don't see the correlation between that.
Section 80 was. I feel like KOD
is
a lot like that.
I don't see the correlation. I don't see the correlation. Somebody break that down. I do not see the correlation.
You gotta think about it. Kendrick got all the Chapter 6, all the voiceovers, all the deep voice shit. It's all about
that-
ADHD, prostitution,
And that was
Okay,
the concept.
okay,
That
I
was
see
the
that. I
concept
see
of
that.
Section 80.
I do see that.
facts.
Okay.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
said that. I said that when it came out.
Yeah,
I never,
I see
I
that.
never heard you say this before. That makes a
I
lot
said
of
it on
sense.
Twitter. That's why.
That makes a lot of sense.
I didn't really think about it, but yeah, that is the correlation, I guess, between the two.
Go down the
Sound-wise,
go down
but-
Section 80 track.
Nah, but sound wise, I was
thinking.
thinking more sound wise. That's why it was because sonically they don't sound the same. But definitely, if you're talking themes, I'm there with y'all. I can meet y'all
I'm
at that
telling you, I
point.
feel like J. Cole's best run was Friday Night Lights, Born Sinner, 2014. Like after that, I don't know. It's been more experimentation. Because another thing, he was such a relatable artist. Another thing that niggas suffer from is like you grow. Like he is humble. Like he stops, but it's like. What do you like? What does he have to talk? That's why I be trying to say. Like, what is he going to talk about? Like, besides the politics and what's going on? Like, you're not in college anymore. You are humble. Niggas know you probably have a kid and a wife now. Like, I
Let's
don't
wait
know.
and see, bro.
I mean, you never know, bro.
He said
'cause
this was years in the making, so I don't know. When I hear that, I'll be a little turned off because I'll be like, yo,
years.
I'm like, yo, years in the making, like,
You can have a song for like 3-4 years.
yeah, it's like,
I
yo,
feel you. I feel you.
I swear if I hear a song that sound like that,
Facts. 2020 engineering.
Yeah,
niggas dropping an interlude tomorrow, pulling in a song. Like, come on, son.
it's probably gonna be. It's gonna be 3 minutes. It's gonna be 3
That
minutes.
shit's probably gonna be a minute and a half.
3
no
minutes.
lie.
3 minutes. 3 minutes.
I don't
Straight
know.
rapping though. It's not gonna be no hug. If it's an interlude, it's probably be an hour and a half straight rapping.
What if we just talking?
Yo, I'm done. I'm not bumping the album. Nigga drop a skit. Nigga gonna drop a skit.
Yeah, but moving forward in the microphone check, Eli had a question for us.
Yeah, I wanted to know. You know what I'm saying? Because we be doing top 3, top 5, or this and that and the third. Let's give the women's some respect. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to know who is your top 3 women rappers that's out right now, or don't have to necessarily have dropped recently, but
They rap.
they you know what I'm
currently.
saying?
Can I give Nicki Minaj for all 3 answers?
You cannot.
Okay,
Oh my
cool.
god.
All right.
Pack this nigga up, son. I don't want to hear Nicki and none of these niggas conversation right now. He said right now.
Bro, that's
Nah,
what
I'm
I
the
was
game-
asking.
Nicki-
Nigga ain't
my
drop
shit,
an
you
album in
crazy.
like what, a year and a half?
That's
2
why I was
years?
asking if I could. I don't know, but because she's gonna come back and rap, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so I'm Nicki and then my shit. You crazy?
But I mean, if I can't,
Shit, I want to hear his shit.
Oh, my
Since Nicki
shit.
not, since
Listen,
Nicki not in it.
Number 1, JT. Number 2, she don't have enough music, but it's coming. Lady London.
Oh, she's
if you don't
second
know
on my
about
list.
her,
She's second on
tap
my
in.
list.
Lady fucking London, man.
Lady London's my
3,
shit too.
Cardi gang, man.
We not fucking with my son, younger man. Shouts to bro.
Real shit though.
it's funny because
forget-
you're gonna be
I
low
forget
key in
about
her
Young
own
M.A. for that
category.
reason.
Like you can't really classify her with the female rappers.
What you mean?
Nah,
But like
she
she
has a
a woman.
vagina.
She's not a woman.
She has a
but she
vagina.
that don't carry herself that way
Bro,
though.
don't do that.
So, but then again, I don't know. For me, we can't put
Because
names
even
or
in
anything
even
on
in
people
interviews,
from
she's like
She might claim she a man.
She claims to be in her own category. feel
But
me?
that's why I had an honorable mention. I pulled the U.
Oh, okay.
I pulled the U.
See now niggas wanna pull me.
So mine was Young M.A.,
Mm-hmm.
Nicki, and motherfucking Mulatto.
Okay.
But the what's it called? No, not Mulatto. Lady London. Mulatto is the honorable mention, and Rhapsody.
Okay. Yeah, because I was gonna say mine was just gonna be Nicki, but then you told me I
you
couldn't
can't
do
do
that.
that.
So I'm gonna do no real order. Nicki, Lady London, and third, I guess I want to say Rhapsody, but Rhapsody really don't get no replay value from me. I keep it a bean.
but she can rap
like
like a mug.
she could really rap though. That's I hate when people can really rap.
That's why
but
I put her in the
I
honorable
never,
mention.
I
But-
never liked the music too. I never liked Rhapsody music. No
Like-
offense to her.
like don't go on because she has a
could
talent.
definitely rap,
right?
it just
But
don't
for third, I didn't really have a solid one. But I guess for third, because there's a bunch of people I could probably put third. For third, I might gotta go Mulatto. On third.
She look good.
Yeah, I gotta go Mulatto on
Lotto
third.
is up there though. I enjoy her verses.
Yeah,
Nah, she could rap. She could definitely
Enjoy her
rap.
verses.
But that's
I
what
feel like
we
that
had.
JT pick was a biased one on your part.
Nah, JT really could rap. Like
Oh,
I really enjoy. She's the one that writes her rhymes. Like for me, like
I had to double check, bro, because I know how much you love her.
nah, like I've been
Nah,
jacking
I
JT
can't-
is nice for years
I can't
now.
knock her as an MC. Like
No,
she
I'm
can
not
really
knocking her.
rap.
I just, you know what I'm saying? I had to check.
Nah,
I
she
had
could
to
that
check.
rap. Like for me,
Nah, yeah, I give JT her credit. She could definitely
could
because you could tell she's the one that wanted to rap out of the two.
yeah, they say that in the interview too. Like for
Young
me.
Miami just look like she's along for the ride.
Hey, man.
Hey,
Get money
made it
together.
work.
Get
That
money
ass.
together.
Like even when they do like interviews and shit, like when they just did the fucking respectfully shit or
Yeah,
whatever. Young Miami don't be look like she want to be there at all.
she mad. She private. That's why.
Too
I respect
private.
that.
I respect it, but it's not good for TV and stuff like that. You feel me? That's why I don't like it.
I love her accent.
I respect it.
I feel like her voice doesn't come off great to me, but like
Really, I love her accent.
it's like a little too like whiny in a sense, in my opinion.
I respect it because they
With respect to
some
women.
sloppy, you feel me, just nasty bitches. But you feel me, they got their own personalities and it work.
I mean, like I
They
said,
could have been some cliche day room, like just whack. But
JT is starting to give me a little bit day room vibes. I'm not gonna front. Because
See?
with the Uzi, like I don't know what Uzi's doing to us, son. These Jalal Leos be really making niggas look bad, boy. I'm not gonna front.
niggas is blaming July Leo.
Cause Uzi that a weirdo.
Why can't you just put the accountability on JT?
Nah, cause for me, she wasn't like that before Uzi.
What is she?
What
we
are you-
we went through this
we
already.
We went
bro.
through this that you don't know her personally.
Let's push it.
Feel
Let's
me?
put,
But-
We
Let's
raised the same when I came out and said you don't know her personally.
You
What if
right,
she was
but I'm
always
just
like
saying
this?
what she's displaying in public right
See,
now.
like, now niggas love to renege. Niggas love to renege,
Wishy washy, flip flop.
bruh.
It's cause
but
I'm broke.
you know what? Yeah, you know what? We've been there.
You don't got nothing else to think about.
I can't give her 20 bands when I first meet her.
It was 30,
Oh shit.
and that's all because all she could fit in the bag
That's all
was.
she can fit.
Listen, I mean, that she talked about the bag was small. That sounds like a pretty sizable bag to me,
That's a crazy prostitution transaction.
bruh. And the halfway house. That sounds crazy when you put it on wax. That sounds crazy when you put it on wax. But we gonna move on from there. We gonna move into cookie crumbs. Yeah, we gonna move to cookie crumbs.
Fuck. I just got played.
So with that being said, the first and only topic on the cookie crumbs lineup is from me.
Yeah.
What are reasons you would turn down a threesome? Because I'll preface it with this. When I was thinking about this question, I'm like, hey, threesomes tend to be something guys pretty much would do for the most part with pretty decently, not the same standards you would with, when you're trying to go find your mate, to put it mildly. You know what I'm saying? You're willing to deal with the second.
You're more lenient.
Yeah, with the first one shorty is an 8, you're
range
willing
is
to
wide.
deal with the second one being like a 6, and like just to say like, because you can get away with the title of it was a threesome, so like you let it slide. You know what I'm saying? So like I just wanted to say like, what are reasons that
I know a nigga
you would?
that had like a bad threesome. Like with
There's many a bad
very
threesome.
with- Nasty
with
joints.
two wrestlers.
Oh,
Cause that's what I'm saying.
they
Like,
passed him around.
that's another
Bro,
conversation.
I
for-
don't know. That nigga is a different nigga though. That nigga is different.
Listen, that's another conversation for
I don't
another
even
day.
count- that
Because
don't- that
niggas
don't
be
count as a threesome to me.
niggas
I'm
be
not gonna front.
niggas be
That's a
taking
whole wrestling
just to
match.
say they did it.
2-on-1.
They be taking the hard L, bro. But with that being said, let's answer the question. What are reasons you would turn down a threesome? Just off the top.
Me personally, I feel like the one thing, and it's gonna sound shallow.
Mike.
It's gonna sound shallow and cliche, but the one thing that I would say no is if the other girl was fat, like really, really fat, like obese.
Oh, he body shaming.
Time
Like,
out. Time out.
obese,
Time
like
out.
obese.
Body
Time out.
shaming. I
Time
didn't even
out.
think about that.
Stay right there.
No.
Here's my thing. I feel like as a man, I have the right to say what body weight I cannot handle. I feel like that's not body
He's talking
shaming
about body shaming.
for me to say what weight I cannot handle.
Yo,
You are 180,
Fat
above
has a negative
180, I
connotation.
cannot do
Obese
it.
is the thing. Don't
But
sugarcoat
yeah,
it.
exactly.
Obese
But
is
you,
the thing.
I'm trying to paint
Obese
a
is the
picture,
thing,
bro.
but
I'm
fat
trying, trying to paint a picture.
It has a negative connotation.
I'm trying to paint a picture. There's fat and there's obese.
Oh, there is.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm talking
yes,
about
sir.
really big women. I don't want a really big woman in my bed, bro. That's me. That's me. And if I got another woman, I damn sure don't want another big woman in my bed, bro.
In my defense, I only have a queen mattress. So that's
That's a pretty big mattress though, bro.
is.
A
It's
queen?
not that big. You
A queen is pretty big,
It's
bro.
not that big.
He's lying.
He's
It's
dead
not
lying.
that big.
I've had a queen before.
It's not that
I
big.
have
Alright.
a 4.
Alright.
It's big enough for 2 to have a great time.
What?
3 is like
It
all
depends.
right.
It depends on the 3 though.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. If it's a big 3,
Yeah.
if we talking KG, Paul Pierce, and reality,
Hey, yo.
you know what I'm saying? It might.
What about you, bro?
Honestly, it's like 2 reasons.
Oh, he said 2.
1, I'm tired. 2, honestly, I don't really know if I want a threesome. Like, it's hard to satisfy one girl. Why would I want 2? Like, for me, I'm not gonna front. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Another
For
time
me,
out.
I like to satisfy women. Like, it's
Another
hard to
time
satisfy
out.
one. You gotta deal with a whole nother body. Like, damn. So I don't know if I want to put myself through that work.
When niggas ask you about that, the first thing I always say about threesomes is this work.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the first thing I always say.
I don't know
It's work.
because it don't count as is it still a threesome if I just kill one and the other one just doing their thing? Like, I don't count. I gotta have sex with both of them.
Yeah.
At least some type of, yeah.
Well, no, technically it is a threesome, but when you have your boy locker room conversation, they're gonna be like,
Nah,
"It's
I know.
not a threesome."
I'm
You know
trying
what I'm
to
saying?
just stretch the truth.
I wouldn't count it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I know.
Your man's is not gonna count it, but
But yeah,
That's not in
the
scorecard.
definition, yes, it is.
But
it is
yeah,
a
honestly, I
threesome.
don't know. Like, that's what I'm saying. I was never the nigga that shot for a threesome. Like that shit.
So you don't even care for that because you don't want to put yourself in a situation where it's like,
It really depends. Like I gotta be if I'm off like the ecstasy or Molly or some shit like that, then yeah, I guess. But also, yeah, I'm not trying to. It gotta be like quality. Gotta be. I'm not lowering my standards for the threesome. For me, it gotta be quality. I need some baddies.
Nah, I hear you.
For me, that's the only reason. Like the two reasons. Gotta be baddie or I'm tired. I'm not trying to do that.
I feel you. So why I would turn out as somebody that's experienced a couple. I'm
Sheesh.
turning it down off the strength of because honestly, I can really say technically I've had a couple, but I really haven't had the one. And by that I mean both times I had that experience, they both weren't like one time they were like fake being like
Staticky with each other?
Yeah, but like the second time it was that
They
just
were fighting over you, or they were fighting with
they
each
was like
other?
interacting with each other. But like the second time, it was no interaction between the two. It was just like me having sex with two girls. Like basically, it wasn't.
Oh, that's trash.
It wasn't like a threesome. You know what I'm saying? So that's a reason I would turn it down. It's just like y'all aren't really about to interact. Y'all just supposed to sit there and like basically watch each other do their thing. Then like we can just make this into like a reverse kind of train vibe.
reverse train,
Right?
yeah.
Like we can do
You can
that.
tag in
like
like,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's one reason I would definitely turn it down. It's like if it's not gonna be the full effect, then I'm cool on it. Because then it's just like you said, just becomes real work.
Yeah.
Because now I'm fingering, stroke, like it's too much, bro. It just becomes way too much work.
So when you had the two situations, they didn't bring it up to you, type shit. Like they didn't know each other.
The first one was brought to me the night of, and I went along with it.
And
obviously,
they
were friends, close friends, but like they weren't gays, but like they kind of interact, not really.
Curious.
Yeah, I guess in a sense. And second time I didn't really know it was really about. I had a sense because like the friend was with her and like we were like kind of out. And she brought her friend for whatever reason, knowing that we were going back to the telly. So, like, you know what I'm saying? I kind of got the
put
sense.
2 and 2 together.
But, like, I didn't have anything for sure. I don't count my eggs before they hatch. You feel
Bro,
me?
I was completely oblivious when that shit happened to me. Like, I fucking linked up, like, some girl hit me on Tinder, mad random, talking hot.
How you got that?
Yeah, bro,
What's
this,
up,
that,
really
and third.
King over here.
I don't
got
know.
the
Don't do
championship
that.
belt.
Don't do that.
Like, for me,
I got like 3, bro. That's nothing.
Gems.
Fucking, what's it called? So, we pull up, whatever. She like, oh, what you doing? Let's smoke, whatever. So I pull up to her crib. When I pull up to her crib, there was another girl sitting in the living room. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, all right. I mean, I ain't thinking nothing of it. I'm just smoking, watching TV. Like, I'm just chilling, bro. Mad oblivious. I'm like, damn, this bitch called me over for what? I'm texting Pops. He's like, yo, bro, I think they want the threesome. I'm like,
The
nah, I know
Pops.
they don't.
Gotta love Pops.
So then they
Got
go
to.
to the fucking bathroom, and then they come back, and they're like, hey, you want to have a threesome? I'm like, yes, absolutely.
Yes,
What we talk about here? And then, you know what I'm saying? But it definitely wasn't comfortable because, like, they had one of those elevated beds where you had to take the stairs to it.
Jeez.
And, like, the ceiling was so close to the mattress that you couldn't even stand up.
So what, bro?
It was a lot going on. It was hot.
It sounds way too hot for me. That's
Almost
another
caught a
reason
cramp.
They don't
I'm
talk about
denying
that.
pizza. It's
Niggas
too
don't
much.
talk about it enough. The bed box spring, like, for me.
Nah, the bed setup matters.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I done fucked a lot of bad setups.
Nah,
the
I'm
one
just saying.
I'm just not sad. I
Like the
realized
college
now,
bed was
That was
horrendous.
that was-
That was not threesome worthy at all.
Yeah, I
It wasn't
never
threesome
even
worthy, but I'm not gonna lie. College, I'm a short nigga, feel me? So the college shit was kind of valid for me. Feel me? College shit was kind of valid.
But nah,
for me.
because your bed was on the floor though, wasn't it?
Nah, it wasn't on the floor.
Your bed-
It was at a box spring.
No, I'm saying on the floor, but like you know, because like my bed was elevated. Like I had stuff underneath my.
Oh, nah, yeah.
You know what I'm
wasn't-
saying?
it
You
Yeah,
put
wasn't
your
that
shit to the
elevated.
lowest.
Not the lowest, but like
But
the second
damn near.
lowest.
Yeah, and I didn't mean it was on the floor.
Yeah,
you
nah,
feel me?
you
Like-
gotta clarify. For me. I'm not,
Yeah,
Why would your kid college with a bed on the floor?
Because it was niggas with beds on the floors in college. Nigga. I know a lot of people with that. It wasn't me though.
My fault. But yeah, I see how that worked. Damn, I should have did that. But then again, I wouldn't have no space in my room. Yeah. You know what? We'll move on.
It's fine.
Let's move into the free.
I beg your pardon.
Shout out Umar, man.
Pardon?
So let's just go straight down with the free. Ray brought a topic to the table that I have no answer for.
You have no answer for this? Maybe I'm a sick individual.
You are a
sick.
sicko.
There's some shit I
definitely a
definitely
sicko.
thinking about.
I really couldn't. I need to hear your answer and Miles' answer because I dead couldn't think of it.
I forgot what Miles' answer was.
The question was, by the way, if you could start a cult, what would it be? This is why I have no answer.
Either way, I got this inspiration because this I recommend this. I'm not finished with it, but it's a docuseries on HBO called Generation Hustle. Facts. Basically, it's just every episode. It takes place on like a modern day scam. Like every episode is about a nigga that scammed somebody. Mm-hmm. So they had TJX6 on there, draw snitch on himself, which is hilarious. But
it's all alleged.
Apparently, it's all alleged.
That's what they be saying.
But either way, it's like I said, I'll be talking about this amongst my son Miles because I have a thing for like cult documentaries. Like I find that shit like intriguing because it's like the power someone can have just with their words to like convince people to follow them into. Some people have convinced people to follow them into suicide. Feel me? Into suicide, into like fucking just giving them all their bread.
That's the Jim Jones shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like all this shit, and I'm just like, how? I'll be really wondering how. Like I really be thinking about this shit. So the only thing I could think of was, I'm not gonna lie. If I was to start a cult, it would be on some like I'm trying to play on white guilt. I'm trying to have some white slaves. Feel me? I'm trying to have some white people serve me. No funny shit. Like I'm trying to.
I feel like there's a market for that.
That's what bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like I feel like there's a lot of white people out there. Feel me? That if I meet them,
will be a footstool.
Like feel me? I would be able to convince them. Like yo, you don't feel guilty when you go to sleep at night. Like it's black people dying, all this da da da. Like you don't feel like you got
like,
nothing to give.
Why you looking me in the eye?
Like feel me? I'm not gonna lie. It should be you should be a duty to serve us now.
Bow
like,
when you see a black king. I should not walk in this room with eye
and then you gather a whole army. Imagine have a whole like white slave army. Like feel me? Just over there chilling in your crib. They could give you bread. They probably could cook for you. Like you said, I probably gotta have some nigga fucking as my step stool if I wanted to. That shit sound wavy to me. I'm not gonna front. I have no guilt because it's white people.
This got dark.
Not gonna lie.
Very, very dark.
I mean, for me, why I couldn't really start.
Probably going to last long though. Niggas will get me out of there fast.
No, for sure. You going to jail.
You going to jail.
You are going to jail, sir. But for me, I couldn't start a cult because like I value like my individualism too much. I can't like have a bunch of niggas following me. Like I couldn't be Beyonce. I couldn't be Rihanna. Like niggas having whole religions based on me and shit. Like bro, I could never.
Yeah, people praising me.
Yeah, like I can't do it, bro. Like I can't do it. That's what looks like, yo, y'all are so weird. And I got to get out of here. That's why I couldn't come up with an answer. I'm just like, it's not in me to have people just like follow me. Like, go be yourself, bro. I can't.
Nah, I don't know. In my head, it's going to be weird, but I'm going to really look at them like they some dummies. Like, I'm just going to be like, yo, like, y'all really dumb.
That's probably how cult leaders look at their followers.
That's why I find it funny. Like, I don't really blame them niggas I blame these, because also, I'm not going to be, also another thing for these cults, some people, they try to like, brainwash these people and stuff like that, but like I'm not gonna be like that. There's other cults where they was like, yo, like you have your choice to leave if you want to, like you don't have to serve me. I'm not gonna trap people. For me, I'm gonna just be like, yo, if you feel guilty enough for me to serve me, go ahead. I'm not about to convince you to stay. I mean, I only want niggas that's gonna be in it for the real shit. For me, like you really about to be on here for the long run.
What do you want to have them call you? Are they gonna call you Master, Poobah?
I don't know. I didn't get that. I didn't get that far. I'll go front.
Grandmaster.
I didn't get that far.
Your Grace.
Niggas would call me the movie guy.
Hey, yo, what?
That's a terrible way. If I have slaves, they call me something royal, like
royal.
Like I don't know, king.
I was gonna say, I mean, because we niggas forgot to put it on the docket. Feel me? But real quick, based on the HBO doc series, I had a question. So, have y'all ever scammed someone or been scammed before?
Oh yeah, because you didn't put it in the bubble. You kick the bubbles.
I tried to scam before one time. It didn't really work. No, this is I tried. This was back, you know what I'm saying, when it first started bubbling up, and then I feel like that's summer I dead ass did not have a job. Since I've been working since like 2014, 12,
11,
12, or some shit like that. And every year I had a job. That one summer I did not have a job. I was broke. I was going away to school. So I'm like, I need to do something.
Right.
So I hit a couple people up. Well, I know this person. I'm not gonna say names or whatever. But
I say it.
Nah. But so me and this person, we talk, we chat, whatever. Long story short, I got nothing out of it except like $200, and I'm pretty sure he got most of the bread. But I did not know anything I was doing. Like I was ignorant to the whole situation.
You didn't know the programming.
I didn't know
you
anything about anything. Bro.
You didn't know nothing, man.
Nothing about
that's
nothing.
tough. Well,
but I've never been scammed before, and I hope I never do. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we all went to college, so technically we've all been scammed. But without incriminating myself, I've dabbled in some stuff, and it was a couple times, just because college. I really only worked 2 semesters in college. Other than that, I was banking off of either money I made in the summer or just my parents sending me 100 here, 50 there, you know what I'm saying? Somehow making that work. Shout out to Money Management in college.
I was gonna say, I don't know how.
How I made any of that work.
I was buying mad weed and shit still with that money.
Bro, I was going to events, all that.
It's crazy.
Shopping.
Shout out to my man. Niggas used to really split, buy a zip and split it. But you go half and half on mad shit. Just
bro,
so we
he
can
was
make
going half
work.
on the dubs. Like, that's how broke this was.
That ass,
He was
though.
going half on the 2 for 15.
That ass, boy. Niggas wouldn't even go half. Niggas like, yo, you got 5, you got 5. I bet we got 2 niggas 215.
3 people on 2 splits are
Valid.
The math was mathing at that time.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, I ain't really scammed nobody. I scammed like,
people you don't know.
I you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? Like I have no guilt to it because I'm a black man in America. I'm not gonna ever go against nobody getting the bread the way they gotta get bread. You feel me? So that's where I'm gonna end that at.
I've been on both sides of the ladder.
That's tough.
Feel me? So I've done the scamming before. As far as like I told y'all before, in high school I was selling niggas fake belts. I was going crazy with the fake belts. I'm not gonna front.
Buying and selling. You had to be there.
Definitely. For me, I was buying the belt for $70. For me, never sold a belt for less than $200. I think the most I ever sold a belt for was like $350. Did that like 5 or 8 times. For me, I was caking. That's when I was in my true religion shit. I was at the nudie jacket, all that. Going crazy with the phone.
Want to see Ray in high school.
Nigga got the crazy with the phone posit too.
Ray has gone through so many transitions.
Mad phases.
Fashion wise.
Mad fashion phases.
Because
find
he
myself.
immediately went from that to the Bruno Mars shit. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was a bad transition.
There
was no
leeway.
But I always been very like
matter of fact.
You went from phones.
You're dead ass like this.
Yeah, like for me, I
Bro,
just it's the extremist in me. Like
he went
for me,
from foams and rugbies to blouses and Vans.
That eyes. That was the bad work, son. I'm not gonna. I'll be looking at the pictures like, damn, son.
Like the
that wasn't me. I was like, yo, that wasn't me.
Dead ass up, dude.
I be looking at the picture like, that
nah,
wasn't me. I don't mind the hair, but the fits, I'll be like, yo, that wasn't me. Like, I don't know what that was. And I've been on a ladder where I got scammed where like, yeah, I think it was in high school too. Like niggas try to, I don't know. I think we was down bad for prom or some shit. We was trying to make some bread. Either way, niggas was like, yo, I know a way you could turn $50, it was like $100. I know some nigga in the bank, you could add a 0 to it. Da, da, da. And niggas
love saying that.
The crazy part is they got me, they got Teddy.
Of course they got Teddy.
They got all of us at the same time.
I know
niggas,
Dex was in there because Dex got caught.
Dex was in it too.
Dex is the nigga that get caught by jumping the turnstile. So Dex get caught in the scam.
I think Dexter was there. I think Miles was there too. I'm not sure. All I know is like niggas.
So somebody came up on a group of dickheads.
But that's the thing though. It's like that's the thing. Is like the nigga made $400 though. It's not like he made bands unless he really was able to turn the 100 into 1,000 or some shit. I don't know. All I know is I lost $100. Like feel me, I never.
$100 back when we was in high school was a lot of money.
Was a lot.
It's still a lot of money to me.
But that was a lot.
Nah, yeah, 100 was
100 was like a rack in high school.
Damn near, bro.
That shit was a little cheaper back then, so it was a
niggas used to get 100 for Christmas. I'd be like, oh, this big baller. Big baller.
Bacon, egg, and cheese before school.
For mad days.
Mad day. And I could buy nigga shit. You need chips, nigga?
Nah, that's a fact. When I was feeling good, I was like, yo, bro, you want something?
Some chips,
nigga? I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, moving forward, interest of time. What is something you're obsessed about that most people wouldn't know?
So for me, I thoroughly enjoy.
Mike.
I thoroughly enjoy reading articles online. Like I can do that all
I also enjoy that as well.
day. Like it's unhealthy, bro. Like, cause I've
unhealthy.
but I'm saying I've noticed that I've been doing this since I was like, yeah, in a sense, but it's just I really be doing that shit. I'm obsessed with it, bro. Like I'm on Bleacher Report on ESPN.
That's something bad to be obsessed with.
Yeah, it's not, but
It could be a lot of things.
it could be a lot worse.
We were just talking about perks.
Yeah, it could be a lot worse, bro.
That's you know, a person that wouldn't really know me wouldn't know that. But I read sport articles in particular, like a motherfucker, and I think that stems from me growing up. NBA TV was always on.
Mm-hmm.
Like waking up, what was his name? Rick Bucher.
Rick Butcher?
But you know what I'm talking about, the dude
yeah.
from NBA TV. Like seeing him and all that, like I've always wanted to know what was going on in sports, like and stuff like that. So I guess that's my little obsession.
You see, what threw me off for this question was like you wouldn't know. Like y'all know me.
No,
I mean,
but
not-
we.
That's what I'm gonna
not
say. Like I'm
necessarily-
gonna assume, like, feel me. I'm talking to the audience.
Yeah.
Feel
Yeah.
me. So I'm obsessed with ice cream.
That
I
is
won't
a
lie to you.
fact.
Like I really love ice cream.
He definitely does.
Like for the most part.
Oh my god.
For the most part, like I don't know why. I'm obsessed with ice cream. Like I fell off in college because I guess since niggas was so broke, niggas wasn't thinking about ice cream like that.
And it wasn't as accessible.
Yeah, feel me? Like I
IP.
wasn't thinking about ice cream, so like that's the longest I went without ice cream. But like, nigga, I told you I could go through a pint in one sitting if I wanted to. I could eat a whole pint in one sitting.
Ray don't have beer bellies. He have ice cream bellies. But I will say, y'all, because Ray was outside with us when we were going to parties and stuff like that. This nigga, it will be 2-3 in the morning in the most dangerous neighborhoods in Brooklyn, New
It
York.
could be cold too.
It could be fucking in the winter time. The nigga wants to go to a random corner store to get ice cream or a beef patty. Like, it don't make no sense, bro. It never made no sense. Luckily, we always got out of there unscathed.
Nah, yeah. I was gonna say Ray was always good for wanting a beef patty in the wrong hood.
In the wrong hood,
That's
bro.
a fact.
Oh, and another thing that I'm addicted to is anime like a motherfucker. Since I was like 3.
Yeah, I mean I
That
already
shit
know
is
that.
never ever going away.
Shout out to ice cream, man. Ben & Jerry's and Haagen-Dazs sponsor me, man. I want an everlasting supply of coffee ice cream from Haagen-Dazs and
ice cream.
Chunky Monkey from Ben & Jerry's. That's all I need.
For me, I mean this is probably obvious, but I'm addicted or obsessed with. I wouldn't say addicted, but obsessed with like just going on YouTube. Yeah, I'm definitely obsessed with like just being on YouTube, bro. Like that. Why niggas ask me like, why you ain't see this movie? Why you ain't see this TV show?
'Cause you just be
I'm
on YouTube?
But nigga, when I'm watching a podcast, watching sports highlights, watching music video, I do a bunch of watching music videos. Like it's just looking at cinematography and like videography and all that shit, bro. And like I just be on there, bro. And then shit be mad entertaining, like just finding out different facts about people and all that shit. Like then sometimes I get into that rabbit hole, like the conspiracy bag, and like that is
Galaxy 36.
yeah, like and aliens and shit. So like
Yeah.
that's where I'll be finding my time at. So I'm definitely obsessed with YouTube.
So nigga turn on his game system and put on YouTube.
Nah, I use my phone. I just go straight from the phone to the phone to the
Oh, you
TV.
cash.
I just cast it. But moving down the free line, we got a couple more left. What is one of the scariest things you've had to do?
Shit. So off rip,
College.
that was pretty scary. But off rip, bro, the first thing I remembered is my first time going to fucking Toronto, Canada. Niggas drove
What's
from.
scary about that?
Let me tell you.
Okay.
Niggas drove from Buffalo to Toronto, and I had, I think, a half or some shit on my persons.
Mm-hmm.
It was on my persons.
I see
think it was
where
on
you're
my-
going with
You know
this.
what I'm saying? Me not knowing rules and regulations, me being young, I'm like 19 at the time.
Yo,
You was ready to throw it out the window.
No,
You
I
ready-
wasn't. I wasn't gonna pull a Ray.
We're not gonna revisit this story. Niggas is
gonna
never
pull it,
gonna
right?
revisit this down.
Nah,
man.
we dead now.
Never, bro. But
That and the
Shout out
blouse.
Miss Maloney, man.
That and the blouse cemented.
Yeah, that was a funny scene.
That shit stained right on the chest.
That
That
eyes.
shit a mustard stain
Yeah, I should delete that picture. Son.
It's
I know
over, bro.
that picture's still up there.
somewhere. I know.
it's circulating in the internet.
Dexter got it.
Probably.
But me, I'm assuming that it's gonna be smooth. Like, drive. What are you here for? Keep going. The nigga sees. I think it was 3 of us in the car. 4. No, I think it was 3 because Pops and Rob had taken the bus. they tell us to turn, like, park around the corner that they're gonna check the vehicle and stuff like that. Now we gotta go through like the fucking shit. I don't know what. Yeah, customs. Yeah, customs. So now, like, they're all going before me. I'm shivering like a motherfucker, bro. Like, I'm scared. Like, it's shaking in my boots because I'm like, what's these niggas find this shit? What these niggas? I'm being mad paranoid. Luckily, it was cold outside. So when I was talking to the person, I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry.
You was able to
it's
hide
really
it.
cold. I'm like, sorry, it's really cold. But yeah, that was definitely the scariest like thing that I had to do at the time. Like that, I don't get scared of shit, but I was terrified of what would have happened if I got caught, bro. But I made it, man.
Yeah, because that's back when weed laws wasn't as, you know what I'm saying? I get you.
I'm black?
True, there's that. So that adds 5 years to your sentence, at least.
At least.
You got one?
That's the thing. Like, I'm not. What I find scary, most people don't find scary because I went skydiving before, but I wanted to do that.
That's what I'm saying. But before you jumped out the plane, was like did you?
I wasn't that scared.
I'm actually going in a couple weeks. Yeah.
You gonna like it?
Nah, that's my thing. That adrenaline shit is
that's
my
what I'm
thing.
saying. Like, I like that adrenaline shit, so that's why I meant like. It might sound funny, but college was that mad scary for me, bro. Like for
like
me,
just doing college
because
like,
it was hard. Like that shit was hard for me.
You just didn't know you was gonna finish.
Yeah, like for me that not knowing, and then you see, like I said, like my time almost ran out as far as financial aid too, like and all that. So, and like I said, I was like at a crossroad. Like I didn't know what was about to happen. Like I was on some like my last semester was my last semester. Like after this,
like that was it.
Yeah, like
so the fear it hit you at like while you were in school, not before you got there.
I was scared before, like when we first started school, like for me because I was away from my pops and shit like that, and then I was scared towards the end because I didn't know if I was gonna finish or not.
Okay. I mean that's reasonable.
I say like for me it was that scary for me. Like I said, I was there like up late at night trying to crank shit out. Like I mean that's the hardest thing. That's the hardest, scariest thing I ever had to do, bro.
As a student, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you made it.
College that made a man out of me.
You that made it, bro.
She almost broke me.
It's either you get, you know.
He was about to say some next shit.
Yeah,
oh my god. He
was about to say some. You know what? Sometimes you gotta leave it.
Just let it go. Just let it go.
Oh man, that's funny.
For me, scariest thing I probably had to do happened when I was like, was I 14 or 15? I think I was 15, maybe 14. This is Facebook era. This is when I was young Thotty, young McThotty.
Uh-huh.
So talking to a shorty, she got the free.
Oh man, where's this? Where is she located?
She live. She in the east. She gave me an address. I look it up. I'm like, oh, it's not too far from my crib.
Oh,
I get there.
I already know.
It's the pink houses.
I already knew.
Now this is like midday. I'm thinking it should be clear.
Disclaimer for the people that don't understand. The pink houses in East New York was one of
2010
and earlier was one of the worst.
It still is.
But I'm saying like
East New York is still like that.
There was a lot of emphasis on it.
No, listen. There's like two places that's not gentrified: East New York and Brownsville. For me,
he's not
still
lying.
like that.
He's not lying. But I'm saying there was a lot of emphasis, and us being young, so that means that we were around people from there a lot and shit. That was a dangerous apartment complex.
Now, my guys here, you two, not Fredo, knew my stature when I was 14, 15.
Very small.
I was a very small kid.
Very little.
So I'm going there with, like, I have a backpack just to make it seem like I was coming from school or something. I don't know.
That was a decoy backpack?
It made sense in my head. So
you wore it on purpose?
Oh, you actually know why? It was because I wasn't supposed to be home. So, like, you feel me? I had my backpack with me just in case. So, boom. I'm there. I go to the building. First of all, I'm looking around looking sus. I'm looking for the building. I don't know how to find the buildings in these P's. So I'm already looking sus. There's a couple people outside, but not really much. So when I start finding towards, I've seen the numbers. I'm like, okay, cool. It got to be this way. The numbers are starting to line up, whatever. I'm hearing what seems to be a gaggle of people.
Oh, God.
So I'm walking towards the noise. It's getting louder. And, like, I hear, like, oh, no, run that back. I'm like, okay, I look. Niggas is playing dice. So niggas is amped up. Niggas is hype. You know how niggas get when they play dice or playing CeeLo, whatever the case may be. So I'm like, I take a step back. I think to myself, I'm like, all right, how badly do I want to go do this? It's because I'm texting Shorty. She's like, I'm like, yo, I'm in your crib, in your hood. She's trying to tell me how to get there. I'm like, she's not really helping because you know how to give you their directions.
Shorty's is bad with directions.
But not even. She give me her directions as if I lived there, like, and I would know it. I don't know what you're talking about. So I find it. I'm like, I'm downstairs. She's like, all right, cool. Just take the elevator up. I'm unlock the door. I'm like, cool. So the hardest part was obviously getting through to the elevator. So I'm going
Were they gambling outside of the building or in the building?
outside. So like it was like a ramp and it like went like this. Like it had like
Yeah,
it was a
already
two-way
know, yeah.
ramp. You know what I'm saying? So like they're on like the top part of the ramp. So like cause they throwing dice up the ramp. You know what I'm saying? Like instead against the wall, they're throwing it up the ramp type shit. So like I'm just walking and like now I gotta interrupt the game. You know what I'm saying? So I'm walking.
Oh, you gotta walk.
Well, I had to walk through the game, bro. That's why I had to really assess. Like,
had to walk through
do
the
I really
game?
want to do
Step
this?
over the dice.
Nah, this is what happened. So I walk through. Is one guy at the beginning. I pass him. He doesn't say nothing to me. He looks at me, but he doesn't say nothing to me. Obviously, you're gonna look at whoever walks past you. I go past. It goes to the group now. These niggas is looking at me. Niggas like, yo, who's this nigga? Like, yo. I'm like, so I had to like sit there for a couple seconds because like they throwing dice. So I'm like waiting for them to throw the dice, and I'm like, yo, my bad.
So it looked like you was a
Not,
part of the
not,
game.
not even.
I'm like, you about to join the game. Like, you want
Not
parts.
even for that. Just because.
I'm from Valid, bro. I'm from Valid, bro.
Not even for that, bro. Just for mere fact, I didn't want to walk through it. So I'm like, I gotta wait till they done at least getting, you know,
At
what I'm
least
saying?
throwing this
You know what I'm
shit.
saying? So I throw the dice to pick it up. Whoever wins. Whatever, grab the bread off the floor. I'm like, oh, my fault, bro. My fault. I'm not bro, but like my bad.
Pardon me.
Pardon me. Yeah, I'm saying, just pardon me. Just trying to sound like, you know, I'm from around these parts. They look at me up and down. They're like, who you here for? You're not from here. I'm like, nah, like, I'm not really from around here, but like. I'm like, yo, I live like not too far from here though. He like, where? I'm like, Starry or whatever. He's like, oh, you from Starry? He's like, I know where that's at. I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'll be over there. That's why I live at. He's like, all right, cool. He's looking me up and down. Other niggas is looking me up and down.
Logic really be tapping in, like for me.
So
I'm
I'm-
thinking when a nigga didn't ask, nigga was like,
If you know me,
I'm from where I'm from. Like,
He was never saying that, bro.
I was never saying that. One thing I never was a gangster. So with that being said, I end up, what's it called, pushing forward and like I get in there. So I'm thinking I'm in the clear. I get up to the floor. I can remember the floor. It was like 7. I get up to the 7th floor. Boom. I go out there. This nigga smoking weed outside.
Oh,
so I gotta
man.
get questioned again. Who are you? Where you from? I'm like, Sarah, like, yo, who you here to see? At this point I say her name. I'm like, you on her floor? I'm saying her name. I forgot her name. They're like, oh, what you here to do? I'm like, you just gonna chill, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yo, nigga getting pressed by a random person on the floor.
I'm like, you shit, like, all right.
Be haters, bro.
Like,
I swear.
They
Niggas be
wasn't even
haters.
my age. So I will go in there. I'm like, I knock on the door, but the door's already open. So I just go in the door and I close the door. I'm like, I lock it for. I'm like, all right. And then I was in the clear. But
That's
yeah.
tough.
But to wrap it up, I want to get into the topic of the night. Is a chicken sandwich a burger?
Yo, because I really, this is a question that I feel like needs answers, right?
I never.
You listen. I'm talking to Adam yesterday. I'm like, yo, boo. A
Adama.
Popeyes commercial, Adama. A
That's really his
Popeyes,
name?
yeah, Adama. A Popeyes commercial pull up. I'm like, yo, bro, why the fuck is that shit not called a burger? Think about it. Now, hear me out. You got a burger, right? You got I was OD smacked. You got a beef patty, the lettuce, tomatoes, the works,
Right.
on burger buns. If you put the exact same thing and put a piece of chicken instead of a beef patty, why is that not called a chicken burger?
Now,
What does that even sound? That don't sound
But
right.
why is it not called a chicken burger? Is that not a
Because
burger?
a burger is
Is that not a burger?
well,
then
besides
again-
the fact
then
that it
again,
doesn't
they are
roll off the
salmon
tongue.
Exactly.
They are salmon burgers.
Exactly. Is that not a burger to you?
Well, here's my caveat. Now, a burger is a sandwich. So now we're talking a different ballgame. A burger is a sandwich.
That shit just bust my head.
So, but is a sandwich a burger? Is a sandwich a burger though?
Yo, I'm not hard
Is a
for this.
sandwich a
A
burger?
sandwich is not a burger though.
So
You
then
can't
a
call
chicken-
a sandwich a burger, but you said a burger is a sandwich.
A burger is
definitely
classified as a sandwich.
A burger is a sandwich.
But why
Yo,
is
what
why
is going on right
I just
now?
want to know why is a chicken burger
Not called a chicken burger.
categorized as a chicken sandwich when it can have the exact same ingredients top to bottom except the meat part.
Now,
It goes
I
from
don't
burger
eat
to-
my chicken
to
sandwiches
sandwich.
with the works. I'll say that.
But I'm saying like you've had a chicken sandwich with lettuce, tomatoes.
in the
You know, a
deli or
club.
something.
That's what they call it, a club. Why is it not called the burger, bro?
I couldn't tell you. I mean, to me, now that we call it a chicken sandwich, I can't say a chicken burger at this point. I can't. It doesn't sound good.
I'm too programmed. Facts. I'm too programmed.
I'm dead way too programmed for
Chicken
that.
program. I mean, a chicken burger don't even sound right.
That's
a
exactly what it
but
is.
then a salmon burger sound valid. Like a salmon burger sound.
I love
Why
a
is not
salmon
called a
burger.
salmon
salmon
sandwich?
burger is amazing.
Again, a burger is a sandwich.
This is question
but
that
is a
need
sandwich
answers.
a burger?
And I'm answering the question. A chicken sandwich is called a chicken fucking burger.
So that's you gonna
That's
call
what
it
I'm
from
going with.
So anytime you go ask
Any,
for,
You gonna be
from
like,
now
let me get a chicken
on,
burger?
eat together. I'm gonna say if I eat a chicken sandwich, I'm gonna say it's a chicken burger. I'm
okay,
gonna order it as a chicken burger too.
and you gonna eat it
I'm gonna
as a chicken
cause a
burger.
of course. I've always been eating it as a chicken burger because that's what it is.
I'm not gonna lie, we need to ask the audience.
We gotta ask the audience. Of course, this is for the audience more than
You know what
anything.
I'm saying? Like, this might get the people started.
Like I said, just a caveat: a burger is a sandwich.
But a sandwich is not a burger.
Exactly.
But a chicken sandwich is a burger.
So there are, hold on, okay. So if a burger is a sandwich, it's just another form. Like, so this is tree, like the tree of sandwiches. A burger's underneath that.
I guess like like a forefather, like
Yeah.
like
Because now I'm thinking
sandwich and then burger.
Because now my head is racing as far as like, okay, so
What
what
else
other
is-
kind of burger, like what other kind of sandwiches are there? Like if a burger is a sandwich, what else is there?
A
only
fillet,
sandwich,
a
not a
filet o
burger.
fish. Is that
Filet of fish?
Filet-O.
that might be in the tree of like sandwich.
That's a fish burger. That's a fish
We gotta
burger.
end the show. We're gonna be here all night. Yo, good. That's it. We gotta end
All right,
this.
my last parting words is a burger is a sandwich, but a sandwich is not a burger.
Unless it's a chicken sandwich, what makes it a chicken
But
burger.
thank y'all for kicking with us today. If you got to the end of the episode, like, comment, subscribe. Weigh in on if a chicken sandwich is a burger. But with that being said, we out of here, y'all. Doo.